Oh my God. Oh my God. Hey. Oh my God.
Fellas, how we doing today, man? Episode 13, No Label the Podcast.
Yes, sir. Feeling great. How you feeling, Don?
Feeling alright, man. Had a good weekend.
Yeah.
I almost got sick because of, some people, but hopefully I don't get caught by it, man.
You see,
right?
I'm keeping my distance right now.
Buddy, like I said, you already got the corona. I had the flu.
Alright, buddy. First of all, that's bullshit. My buddy here has the flu, but he thugged it out, showed up for the pod.
Flu
Appreciate
game.
you, man.
Flu game.
Yeah. So Nell couldn't make it. He has some complications. If you don't know, he travels from Fredonia, so we appreciate the dedication thus far. But sometimes can't make that.
Yeah.
Can't make that travel all the time.
King Nell, man. We're holding it down.
Of course. So what y'all boys been listening to this week, man?
A lot of music, man. Still the same from before, from last ep, so I won't even mention those, but probably a lot more of Pop Smoke just because of, I don't know.
R.I.P. man.
Yeah.
R.I.P. Pop.
R.I.P. man. Fly high, bruh. Yeah. So definitely still the same music I was listening to last week and a little bit more Pop Smoke, I'd say.
Yeah, mostly for me, Pop Smoke.
Yeah.
I've definitely been bumping Pop. I've listened to a lot of Drake lately, man.
Really?
I don't know what's going on. Yeah, I listened to a lot of Drake.
I'm sorry.
I've been bumping Boogies.
I just peeped on your hat, bro. The 2-4 with the wings.
Oh, the Kobe joint?
Fire.
Yeah.
I did not peep that earlier. That's
Appreciate
cool.
you, man.
Yes. Much respect.
I went to Lids, bro. They was on for free. Yeah, it's on for free.
Oh, that's
Patches.
tough. That's tough.
The dude there was giving me complications and shit, though. He was like, oh, you can't do it because of this, because of that. I'm like, yo, bro. Like, I looked online, bro, said I can do it here. So if I'm here, I'm getting it done.
You went to the galley?
Yeah.
They be on shit.
2020 is on some bullshit, man.
Yeah.
Kobe.
Been on shit, bro.
Pop. Somebody else, right?
Juice.
Oh,
yeah.
Yeah, that was end of 2019.
Going into...
Homeboy, what's cuz name from ASAP Mob?
Oh,
yeah.
Man. Yeah.
So how did he die though? They never really said.
Nothing ever came out. Or I never, at
They
least.
probably want to keep it private.
Yeah.
Rory touched on it a little bit on Joe Budden's pod. He said that he thinks that he's been sick somehow for a while, so it was it wasn't expected, but it wasn't a complete shock to them, I think. I don't know exactly what he had to where he was sick. Yeah, Pop. What day did Pop Smoke get killed? Was it Wednesday?
I thought it
Tuesday,
was
Wednesday?
I thought it was a Sunday.
Sunday? So last week Sunday?
Wasn't it? At least that's what I thought.
No, I don't think so.
It was 5 days ago.
So it could have been Tuesday or Wednesday.
Tuesday or Wednesday?
Well, regardless, yeah. So home invasion, they're saying. So it was basically a hit out on him. I know a lot of people were saying that it was because he posted his address with the Mike and Mary.
Yeah.
He got
I think
that
it had
sent.
something to do with that rape shit.
Somebody else was saying that too, but I don't think so. Because I don't think the dude who he stole the rape from was a street cat or anything.
Yeah.
Where he borrowed the rape from. Yeah, that's true.
Either way,
Well, didn't they say that it was it was a setup? Obviously, we know it was a setup, but it wasn't gang affiliated. It was a hit. It was they had real deal hitters come through there.
But that could be tied into gang affiliation, though.
True. But I heard that it was
I'm about to look up the actual
business, because he had just signed that contract. It was somebody from within industry.
Nah, because he signed Steven Victor. Steven Victor's not really a street nigga. That's Pusha T's man. So
Right.
I think it was either street shit or it had something to do with that rape, honestly, or it was just some hating niggas.
Yeah, it was Wednesday,
Right.
19th. Wednesday.
It just sucks, man. Because Pop Smoke was mad original to me.
Yeah.
He didn't sound like nobody. He had his own. You could hear 50 and DMX, but it wasn't biting. It was,
He said that those were his influences too. Those two are his favorite rappers.
It sucks, man. 20-year-old, that nigga's going hard.
20,
man.
bro. Just turned 20 a month ago, I think.
Crazy.
He didn't look 20. He definitely looked about 35. But he's
sounded like.
I'm not saying he sounded like he was like 35 for sure
but
too.
R.I.P. to Woo, man.
R.I.P. to Woo, G, for sure. Fly high.
And he seemed like since he's gotten into the spotlight, he was kind of bringing. Like, it seemed like he was making a conscious effort to like bring New York back together. Because if you look on his last project, he has 2 tracks with Lil TJ.
A Boogie,
who's a Bronx artist. A Boogie, a Bronx artist. Fabio Foreign, I think, is from Brooklyn. And he's worked with other New York artists. So it seemed like the up and coming ones were kind of like joining forces.
100%.
You know the most like fucked up part? I was watching an interview with 50, and he was saying like, he was mentoring Pop Smoke, and he was telling him like not to always have them straps and shit around him because you don't need that. And so it's like, damn, if he did, I'm sure that shit wouldn't have happened to him. You know what I mean?
When I was looking at the video, like the surveillance video in his house, it happened so quick to where like even if he probably had a strap, he wouldn't have been able to use it.
You think they like got him while he was asleep?
I don't know.
Because it was early. Early.
Yeah, because in the video, the dude who supposedly, that it looks like did it, because 3 of them went to the front door. They came through the back, went through the front. The one dude went to the back of the house and then came through the front. But the amount of time that he did that in was probably like 5-10 seconds, bro. You know what I mean?
And that's why I'm
So
saying.
he already had that mentality like, yo, I'm coming here to smoke him, bro.
Yeah. That's why when I saw, I can't remember where I'm sorry, I forgot the source of where I saw that from, but it was saying it was a hit, and it was a design hit from real hitters who were probably from within the industry. That was the setup. And I feel you personally, I think it's, street related or just dudes just hating. But for somebody to do it, like you said, in that type of fashion, that fast, that intricate, I don't know. When I saw that article, I was like, I would not put it past. If it comes out that is true, I wouldn't. It's sick, but I wouldn't doubt that. Bro.
And then they're saying that there was rumors that it could be like his best friend or something like that.
The one that was next to him when he took the picture of that money.
Yeah, but I don't know, because I
really hope that's not the case.
I hope it's not either. And I was looking at what he was posting, and it's like that was really his brother, like his blood brother. So it was like, I don't think it was that. The only weird thing for me is just like, how come he was the only one that got popped? But I wasn't there, you know what I mean? I don't know the details, so I'm not even gonna put that in there. But
did they say it was anybody else in the house besides Pop?
I don't know.
Yeah, so I didn't see him.
I can't even like call that, but I don't think it was that. That was his brother. Yeah, you know what I mean? And you could just see that they was 2 peas in a pod type shit. Mm-hmm. It's just that killing shit is whack, man. Like, taking someone's life over what? Like, I mean, money, whatever. Like, it's not worth a life.
Yeah, not at all. Not at all, bro.
And it really only happens with our people, bro. Like within our culture,
rock stars shooting each other.
Yeah.
Like that jealousy shit has to stop somehow, some way, and I don't know how it can though.
Like within our community type thing. Yeah, bro. It's almost like we always try to have like a competition. It's not even it is. We have a competitions with ourselves like all the time. It's like we always have to outdo somebody else that's next to us. That's a brother or you know what I mean, or just black in general, and just of color. Like it's like you said, it's got to come to an end at some point. And I think with all these, instances happening, I feel like it's definitely made a lot of people, even within gangs, like kind of like open their eyes, just be
because a lot of the gangs are joining forces and having peace treaties and shit like that.
Yep. So I mean,
when I first heard this shit, I thought like the first thing in my head was like, okay, maybe like some LA people wasn't really fucking with the woos in New York. Right. I was like, I don't know. You know what I mean? I'm not in tune with all that. The game.
Right, we not so we ain't none of that.
But like one thing for me, it was just like, I think what be happening a lot too is like people like Pop when they get on, they like, they got their money, they doing what they gotta do, and hell yeah, they gonna flex because they made it. You know what I mean? But you also gotta think too, it's niggas looking at you like, okay, he's showing off money, so he trying to shit on me, you know what I mean? Even though that's not what he's trying to do.
That has to be some sort of like a mental illness or sickness, like in our culture, bro.
You should see niggas that have money and instead of being
inspired,
jealous,
right?
You try to get your own. Like, don't hate on them because they got money in their hand, taking pictures with the
and what are you? Right. What is you killing him gonna do? If he has $1 million and you have 10 and you kill him, guess what? he's dead, and now you still have $10.
Right.
And now you could go to jail for the rest of your life.
Right.
Like, that's just stupid shit, bro.
Yeah. Dumb as hell, bro.
Like, the jealousy and envy and normally it happens when they're in their hometown, though. You know what I mean? Because that's normally the saying, you don't go back to your hometown.
Yeah.
But he was in LA, in the hills.
Hollywood Hills.
But they do say it's a lot of, in the hills, it's known for a lot of home invasions. Remember they ran in Big Sean's crib?
Yeah.
Not too long ago? So that shit is known out there, I guess, but I don't know, man.
Man, see, whew. So I always be saying, man, you gotta know your surroundings, bro. Like, don't just be, because he probably just was, like you said, he probably didn't even know that. He probably didn't even know none of that. And that's, I don't know.
He was just enjoying himself.
Right. It's just, you just gotta be smarter.
I saw some shit where he put his address up. I don't know if that like led them to the crib.
Yeah, that's what I was talking about earlier, the Mike and Mary joint. But at first people were saying that that's probably how they found him. But then like the police confirmed that no, this was a hit. So whether he posted that or not, people was already coming to his crib type shit.
So then that must be some internal shit. Because how would they know where he's at?
That's what I'm saying. That's when I saw that article and that shit said something about doing with, it was industry driven. Somebody within the industry set it up. I was like, man,
Some weird shit.
I could see that being the case. That's fucked up to say, but I can see that being the case for sure.
And then I was watching his Angie Martinez interview like prior. I think it might have been that same day that we came from Toronto. So like the weekend that Me Through 2 dropped, and he just seemed like charismatic dude, cool. Like him and Angie like I love watching Angie's interviews because she brings out like people's personality and makes them comfortable, and like they just vibe well. And the guy who his best friend, people were claiming that might have set him up, he was like in the room as well, and they basically made him like a part of the interview.
Yeah, so
you know
that's
what
why
I mean?
I think it was him.
Did y'all see his post after when he died? The one that they're accusing that he was...
No, I didn't see it. Dion was telling me about it.
He pretty much touched on that. I was like, yo, like for y'all to even think that, like, or even say that, like, you have no idea, like,
Right.
You know what I mean? Like, he was pretty much shutting it all down.
Right.
Which like we said, we don't think he did any of that or he was a part of any of that. I really hope not. But
fucked up, man. We lost a good one, man.
For real.
And then I just watched his Beats One interview earlier with Nadeska. They dropped it on YouTube, and he was basically talking about how like he was at the point where he realized that he's not just like a street dude that makes music. Like he's now an actual artist now. So he has to start carrying himself that way. Like he's starting to enjoy interviews more because he doesn't see it as like you're in an interrogation room, because that's what it feels like when you get an interview.
Right.
But he said like he realizes like people want to know about him as an artist if they like his music. And he said that he was just like being a sponge, soaking up game from like mad OGs like Quavo, 50. So like it seemed like he was like turning it around. He was about to be on the right track. Like he was on the right track. He realized.
I would say yeah. It's because obviously certain content, like most of his content was talking about, you know, wild shit. But, with certain songs, he would kind of mention like how he's trying to turn that new leaf, like with certain things. And you know, it's sad to see that because like person who's striving to be better, he's young as hell. He just turned 20. I remember when we were 19.
Imagine his family, bro.
Yeah,
he's the breadwinner. He was the one that was taking care of everybody.
He said his family flew right out to LA to investigate down there.
Sheesh,
as they should.
Yeah.
And even on a deeper note too, like you think about it, the second Brooklyn legend that got killed in Cali died in the same hospital Big died. Big died in Cali. Shit is weird, man.
Wow, that is very... I didn't even think about that.
Yeah.
Young, too. Now that he's a lot younger than Big was, but Big was still... What was Big?
23, right?
23?
Yeah. Still young.
That's crazy to imagine Big was that young.
Right? That's wild. I didn't even... that just threw me off, because I did not...
Yeah.
I didn't even think about that at all. That's kind of eerie.
Same hospital.
So did he have a funeral or anything yet? No.
Probably not.
I was looking at some of his man's posts and they was like kind of going off, just saying like, you know, these industry niggas was telling him not to roam with his entourage, but his entourage is the niggas that would really protect him, you know what I mean? So it's just like,
at the end, like, come on now. That's facts. Why would he not roll his entourage? Like, his day one.
Because I'm definitely, if I had to guess, I'm pretty sure he didn't roll his whole squad. Because if he had his squad with him.
Yeah. I do understand him saying that, though, as far as him not wanting to, like, saying he shouldn't roll the entourage, because when he first came in the game, like when he first got popping, he wasn't able to do shows in a lot of places because people didn't want him in the venue. They canceled his performance at Rolling Loud.
Yeah.
But it wasn't, he was saying that it wasn't necessarily because of things that he was doing. It was just the image that he put out there as far as, you know, him being a street rapper, hardcore, rolling with the whole game.
Right.
So that's why they weren't able to go to different venues and functions. So the OG's probably telling him, yo, if you want to double your money or get back to making your bread, because he's losing money not being able to go to shows.
Right.
So if you want to get that money back in your pocket, you can't be rolling with the whole game.
That's true.
It's just like, bro, 20 years old, you gotta think, like, Snoop Dogg came out, that nigga caught a body. Snoop Dogg was damn near like the boogeyman of the rap game when he first came out. And now look at him, man, he's a household name. Yeah. That's because he had time to live life and mature. Like, who knows? Pop Smoke would have been in movies. Who knows what he would have.
I think he's already in the movie. He was saying in Angie's interview. Like, he already did one. Yeah.
Like a cameo? Like a cameo, or just
like he like had a role in some sort of. I don't know if it was like a blockbuster film or a hood film, but he said a movie's coming out that he's in.
That's crazy.
Yeah, I forgot all about that. I'm glad you said that.
Damn.
It's just like, bro, like we take life like we don't really think about a life and how much it fucks up the family and the generation, how much it sets people back when you kill somebody. Like, bro, it's not just like stepping on an ant, you know what I mean? Like, it's a human. So when you kill somebody over some bullshit,
it has a domino effect that's gonna shake up a lot of things and a lot of other people's lives.
And like, yo, like, you know what I mean? Like, all these people that are claiming to be shooters and all that shit, it's like, bro, you know that shit don't feel good at the end of the day. Like, you take somebody's life.
It's hard to go to sleep.
I'm sure for them, you know what I mean? Some certain people. I mean, certain niggas may not think about it, but for most of them, you gonna think about that. If you take somebody's life over nothing, bro, like.
And the ones who don't think about it are the ones that are used to doing it. Yeah. And they just become numb to it. But that first, I'm like 99% sure that first body you catch, it fucks with you for a while. So. For sure. Like Dion said, it's like people don't think about life, you know, in that light at all, bro. Like at all. And that's why, I don't know, when I was growing up, like my older brother used to always be like he would always tell me like, I love you and everything, but like, I don't know, certain things he'd be like, oh, that's gay. You know what I mean? So it's like, it's always like that feeling with the bros or like males, like to not really tell your other boy or like, I love you, G. You know what I mean? Like it's I don't know, but I've been like growing into getting out of that. I think I've grown out of that. Yeah, I've definitely grown out of that for sure. But to not really hold back on like, yo, bro, like, I love you, bro. You know what I mean? Like, no more. Like, you never know, bro. Yeah, because I even tell all my friends, y'all know I tell all my friends before they leave, be safe all the time. Yeah. I think I've been doing that since like Nipsey's passed. Like, yo, be safe. All the time. Just imagine, you wake up one morning and you see, because that's how it was for me. I woke up, literally looked at my phone, Pop Smoke murdered. Like, what the fuck? Yeah. You know what I mean? Like, just imagine that's your mans. You just talked to him 2 days ago. You wake up, you gotta hear from TMZ that your boy just got clapped. Like, damn. Even the you never know when somebody gonna go, bro. Facts. Other artists who were posting about him, like, you know, a lot of them will always post saying, you know, giving their condolences or whatnot. But a lot of them were giving their condolences, but then also saying, yo, I was just with you. Yo, I was just, you know, we were just talking. We were just in the studio. We were just saying this. So, like, he was heavily active throughout the entire industry. He wasn't just doing his own thing. Like, and the saddest part too is just like he did all that shit to get out the hood. Yeah. You know what I mean? Wasn't he from Canarsie? He's from Brooklyn, I think. I don't know. Yeah, but like he did all that shit, and I'm sure he was at a point in the hills feeling like, you know, I'm in a better position. You know what I mean? He felt great. So it's like, damn, the fact that he couldn't even be safe there, like, bro, and this is about to be his year too. Yeah, all the looks he was getting, bro, hanging out with Virgil. Bro, it wasn't the fashion show. Yes, features. Yes. He was definitely
about to be a household name for sure.
Yeah.
Well, I think he was already a household name.
Yeah. It was definitely taking off, though. I agree.
Yeah,
for
because
sure.
he was the spearhead for a whole new sound coming out of New York.
Yes.
Because here's the thing, bro. Like, he knew his fashion shit too. Like,
yeah.
He was
For a hood nigga to even know just alone Mike Amiri, bro. Like, you know what I mean? Like,
Everybody know Mike Amiri.
Yeah, but that's what I'm saying. But I'm saying a hood dude to know that, like a person that's from the hood to know Mike Amiri. That's
You mean like personally or the clothing brand?
No, the clothing brand.
But everybody knows that shit.
I don't know. You ask a hood nigga here or just anywhere if they know Mike Amiri.
Here is different.
Yo, rappers, everybody rap about is Mike Amiri now, bro. They know. If you listen to A Boogie, you know what Mike Amiri is. Meek, you know who Mike Amiri is.
I mean like somebody before he got into music or anything, like just a regular hood dude.
No,
like,
but I'm saying even if they wouldn't know by researching on their own, it's in the music. True. The music that they listen to, so now I'm pretty sure they're aware of it.
Yeah.
But even so, like, he definitely was a fly nigga. He definitely knew how to piece his shit.
Yeah, yo.
And that's why Virgil and them was fucking with him, because, you know what I mean? They don't just pop anybody out there.
Yeah, facts.
Facts, bro.
And even all the people, I think one of y'all touched on it a little bit ago, all the people that were showing him love in the industry. Just for the little bit of, he was probably in it, a year, if that? Yeah, just for a little bit of time he was in it, how many people he, like, crossed paths with and shook hands with, who he somehow had an effect on their life to where they felt motivated to put a post up or like a picture. And it wasn't even like a lot of people were just posting like a picture of him. It was like they're in the club together doing shit, or they're in the studio together. You know what I mean? So they shared experiences and time with him to where he affected them enough to want to show their love. But
and the one, I mean, y'all know the one thing that hit me hard was when they said that he had a studio session that morning. Set up with Nav or that day. I was like, yo, y'all know I love Wolves.
They were supposed to do a tape together.
Yeah, bro, that would have been.
That's one of the things. Besides, you know what I mean. Obviously, we miss him and we wish that he was still alive. But it's like, bro, y'all niggas really rob us of so much like
creations, man.
Yeah, like,
his creations would have been nuts.
And it'd be our own people, like we said before, that's robbing us of it, bro.
Yeah. For sure.
Just watch the Malcolm X shit. Same shit, bro.
Yep. I literally just went and got that book too earlier.
Really?
Okay.
Yep.
That's wild.
But the autobiography?
Mm-hmm. Because the one you was gonna give me, that print too small, bro. I can't read that shit. But yeah, I just finished the Malcolm X, the murder of Malcolm X joint. It was our own kind who killed him.
Plus the FBI.
Oh yeah, the FBI definitely. Well, I'll put it like this: the trigger man, black dude, but the FBI was behind the whole thing.
If you're gonna watch it.
Yeah. Trigger man is a black dude. I'm not going to say which black dude.
Right.
And then the FBI pretty much, they were the puppet masters of the whole thing.
Mm-hmm.
Which is sad, but...
Kind of like what people were saying with Biggie shit. When Biggie's killing. Had a lot to do with the feds.
Bro, I can't think of one of our, like, black artists, or artists period, that have died in the hip-hop culture that wasn't killed by...
Another black person.
Black guy.
Well, like, if they were killed, if that's how they died, I can't think of a person who it wasn't by another black person.
Yeah.
It's just sad that, like, when people talk about that peace shit, people are, oh, that's pussy shit. You know what I mean? Like, how? Like,
how?
You know what I mean? Like, what the fuck? Nobody's getting money from beefing. You know what I mean? Like, or killing each other. You know what I mean? Like, the only thing that's bringing is just karma. You know, you're going to get that karma back to you. Somewhere, somehow. You may get away with the murder, but you still going to have to live with that. And at the end of the day, you know what I mean?
Something else going to come around that's going to get you.
And you have to answer to God, man. I feel like...
Yeah. Yep.
I don't know, man. Me personally, as long as you're not touching my family or, you know what I mean, you're not really causing me harm, I'm not the type of person to plot nobody's murder. I don't got time for that. I'm trying to get
I don't have time to hate on people, period, bro.
Facts.
Like, if you have time to be hating on other people all the time, you clearly aren't doing shit in your life that you need to be.
Like, a group of us sit down and plot someone's murder. Like, we really gotta hate this nigga. Like,
yeah.
What? Like, what?
Or some incentive is coming back to you, some way, somehow.
Oh no. R.I.P. man.
Yeah.
Actually, R.I.P. to Pop, man. R.I.P. to Cove as well.
Facts,
man. I'm still.
Yeah.
Facts. And Gigi, man. Fuck.
Yeah, definitely Gigi.
I be
Everybody on that
scrolling and
plane.
see Kobe post, and I sometimes I just gotta keep scrolling.
Bro, I be on YouTube and I be seeing like all these thumbnails of stuff about Kobe. I'm like, bro, I just can't do it no more.
Yeah,
I need a break, bro.
No.
Yeah, man, definitely RIP to Pop, man. Shouts out to Nelson. He couldn't be here, but I mean, you in our prayers as always.
For sure.
Appreciate everybody that's been liking, subscribing, sharing on YouTube, sharing on Instagram, Facebook, etc. I mean,
Go check out that.
Just keep spreading the word. Definitely go check out that King Trap interview. First installment of a No Label Convo. So me and my boy Nell hosted a good interview with King Trap. Dropped his Humble Pie EP. So you guys should definitely go check that out. It's about 6 songs, 20 minutes. So everybody has the time to listen to it. And then after that, check out the interview. Y'all got anything else to say, man?
Woo!
Big woo. We out. Peace.
She watching me like a nigga is cable. I'll be on no label, but my clothes be all labels. Don't call my phone if you ain't talking.